subscribers, it's Tortimer the Great. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Pokemon Yellow Nuzlocke. Today we are in Pewter City and we are going to be starting off today by taking on the gym. Let's take a brief second here before we jump into that to let me review where our team is at right now. So I did a bit of grinding, wanted to get people prepared for the gym. Now I didn't do any grinding with Falco because as things stand, currently we have a couple of region-wide rules that are in effect. One being that Fiber has to lead every battle. Well, really that's, well, yeah, so Fiber has to lead every battle and we're not allowed to flee from wild encounters. So the Fiber leading every battle thing, though, having to do switch battling for everything made grinding take forever. And it's like, I don't really need Pikachu to have any more levels, but there it is. Those are the rules we are having to abide by. So, with the switch battling thing in effect and all that, and the fact that Falco was never going to be useful in this gym, I waited on it. We'll probably let him get some experience as we go into the future routes and things like that coming up here, but it just didn't bother with it. But I did bother grinding Zoe and Cleopatra quite a bit, so let's take a quick look at them before we jump in here. Zoe is level 10, I believe, as far as I went. I really just went as far as I needed to get them their fighting type moves. So Zoe's hanging out here with low kick, and then Cleopatra has got double kick going there. And so I think Brock's ace is level 12 or something like that. But neither of them have any stab moves. They're all just normal type moves in this first gen. So I'm not super worried about it being a little lower level than them. But anyway, guys, let's jump in here and we will see what this gym has got in store for us. We are light years away from facing Brock. Stop there, kid! You're still light years away from facing Brock! What? Alright, so here we go. I believe this kid's got a Sandshrew or a Diglett. He's got a Diglett. Alright. Alright, so I am going to get Fiber out of here for sure. Let's bring Kalos in. The fighting moves are not going to be super effective against just pure ground types anyway, so we'll save those guys a little bit, let some other people get some experience going here. And Kalos is doing great. Look at him go, yikes. Alright, so Fiber's getting some experience, Kalos is getting some experience, about to use Sandshrew. I'm going to leave Kalos in here, get some unadulterated experience without Fiber taking that down. We'll see. We can take one more of those. Let's get another hit off on the Sandshrew, and then we'll use our potion. Alright. We only have 3 potions. We don't need to stock up. Recover by 20. Sandtrash, use the scratch. Alright, so we'll get the quick attack going here. Should finish off. Ooh, no, it doesn't. But we've got cool. Whoa! Critical hits is what we've got. Yikes! But we get the quick attack off, and we finish off. So we've got the one trainer in this gym down. Whew! Alright. So let's run back and heal. We also do, in Pewter City we rolled, no, it wasn't Pewter City. Pewter City we rolled, your next encounter, or your next catch has to be a combination of 2 or more fancy nicknames, which I do need to thank you guys so much. A handful of you guys gave me a ton of nicknames, and so we've got something like 85 different nicknames, and we'll kind of randomize those names. I'm not going to just pick and choose. We'll plug into the random number generator if and when that catch happens. For that, but okay, so one of the rolls on one of the routes, I forget where it was exactly, but we're only allowed to buy. It said you're only about to buy up to 7 items maximum at the next Pokemon. So we can only buy 7 items. Let's see, we're gonna buy 2 potions because that's the max we can do with the number we've got right now. So we have 5 more items we can buy here. I would have liked to have been able to, like, okay, here are the 7 items, but we're just not gaining the money like I would like to see. So we don't have the cash for that. But we do have our potions there now. So let's see, everybody's looking good. Alright. So we've got 5 more items. You guys keep note of that. 5 more items we can buy in Pewter City. It probably won't matter once we leave here. This episode after the gym battle, we probably won't be coming back, so it doesn't really matter, but either way. Alright, so guys, here we go. We are taking on Brock. I'm Brock. I'm Pewter's gym leader. I believe in rock-hard defense and determination. That's why my Pokemon are all the rock type. Do you still want to challenge me? Fine then. Show me your best. So that's what I don't understand. This is the rock type gym. Now he has rock ground Pokemon, which is fine. I guess maybe there's not any other rock Pokemon in this region? It's just weird to me to see like his trainer had 2 pure ground type Pokemon. But again, it is the first gen, so... Oh, Zoe missed! Ooh! Whew, okay. Use that potion. Geodude gets the tackle in. Alright. Beautiful. Alright, Geodude goes down. Brock is about to use Onyx while torturing his Pokemon. Yes, I'm going to switch right into Cleopatra. Don't want to give Onyx a free hit or anything like that, so we'll get Cleopatra in here and we'll just throw up this double kick. Oh, the bide! Oh, that's not ideal. Oh, this could be bad. Crap, we're not going to be able to kill him twice, or in one more hit. I wonder, will Growl affect bide? Okay, Cleopatra hung on. There we go. Alright, let's see what he's gonna do. Okay, so he does set up another bide. Alright, so let's throw up some Growls here. We gotta be smart because this thing is bulky. Now, I'm actually surprised by how little that did. Alright, so now I'm gonna go for the double kick. Okay, so now he goes for bind, which is actually, that's death in this. Okay, so now he's going for the bind. Moves like bind and wrap are actually like insta kills. Sometimes, like if you don't get, if it doesn't end in time, if they just continue landing those, you're real screwed in this generation. Woo! Yikes! Now that did way more than it did the first time. Crap. Okay, use Screech. Okay, so good. So now... Come on. Okay. Here we go. There we go. Lands the Screech, but hopefully we're going to kill this turn. There we go. Okay, phew! I really didn't want to lose Cleopatra there. Oh, yikes. And I almost forgot about Bind and Wrap and all those. Like, you can't move, you can't switch out. Like, you're basically just stuck. I could have healed, I think, at that point. If it had gotten lower... I would have healed there, but we can now use Flash anytime. Tort got money. Wait, take this with you. Tort received TM34, contains the move of your type Pokemon. TM is going on once. Which one is this again? Bide. Yeah, it's not a move I'm going to be using. Alright, so there we go. We defeated Brock. First gym badge in our pockets. Awesome. Awesome. Very cool. So let's heal up for one. Yikes. That was a bit nerve-wracking there. I didn't think Growl would actually affect, just as a note, because people will probably say something. I don't know that Growl actually affects bide output, but it was really my only option at that point. My only non-damaging move. Okay, so let's run into the market here. We just got a ton of cash from Brock. Okay, so we can buy 5 more items. I'm gonna go ahead now. Let's see here. Actually, let's take a look at the bag. Okay, so I have I only have 3 Pokeballs. So that's something we need to take into consideration. Okay, so let's sell some things here first. I'm never gonna use this. Okay, so I can get some money for bide. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Awesome. Now, I want to buy. Let's see. I want to buy 3. That only leaves me 2 potions here, though. And let's buy 2 Pokeballs. Okay, and then we're gonna buy 3 potions. Okay, and now we are done. We can never buy another item at the Pewter City Pokemart. Okay, all right, exciting. We should be able to head out here now. So this is what, Route 3? Let's get our town map out. It doesn't pop up. So yeah, we're on Route 3. Yes. Okay, so Route 3. We need to quick do a roll, so let's do that before we get into any battles or anything, because it could potentially be something we need to worry about. Alright, so we need to go 1 to 40. Let's generate 11. Alright, 1 second here. Let's see what 11 is. Okay, so 11 is buy 20 items, or as many as possible. Ignore any item restrictions in effect. Huh. Does that mean... Okay, so I better do that right now. And I ignore any item restrictions in effect. So I'm gonna read that meaning we have to go back to that Pokemon Center and we have to buy as many items as our money will allow. Okay. We can do that, I suppose. We don't have a lot of money. But roll's a roll, I guess. So let's head in here. Let's see. Okay, so let's see. I want another Pokeball. There we go. And then let's buy another. Let's buy 2 more potions and another Pokeball, and that'll wipe out our money reserves. Okay, well there we go. There's our roll for route number 3. I guess. What does this guy do? Oh, he was standing on the doormat. That was weird. Sure, man got me to buy this really weird fish Pokemon. It's totally weak and it costs 500. Yeah, I don't have enough money to buy that Magikarp. Well, we might earn it. There's a lot of trainers on this route. Anyway, so there we go. That's our roll for Route 3. We had to buy as many items as possible, ignoring all other item restrictions that are in effect. So there we go. Now we can never use that Poké Center again. Okay, so we had in Viridian Forest, I had to catch myself there for a second. We had in Viridian Forest a rule that we couldn't use super effective moves, but that was not a region-wide rule. That just was in effect in Viridian Forest. So we can use Thunder Shocks on these Pidgeys. Let's go ahead and switch though. Let's get Falco out here. They've got a level 9, but we'll bring Falco out, and then we're gonna bring Fiver back in. Get him some good trainer experience, especially since Fiver can one-shot this thing. Nobody takes any damage. Beautiful. Falco got some experience there. Perfect. That works out very nicely. I don't think it's been a while since I've played these games. Yeah, okay, so there's nothing down here. Let's take on this guy. I think he's a bug catcher. Yep, we met him in the Viridian Forest. Let's take him on here. Let's see, he's got a Caterpie. Okay, so this is another. I'm gonna let Falco do this real quick. I know Gust isn't super effective, but it is a Caterpie, so hopefully Falco can handle it. Although, yikes, he's getting his butt kicked by that level 10 Caterpie. In fact, wow, he can't handle that at all. Let's get Kalos out here. Caterpie's using them tackles, man. Get the quick attack going. There we go. That's more what I would like to see. So Falco's gonna need a little bit of a babying still here, and at least until he gets. Well, I guess Gust is technically stab, but it's not super effective against anything. So we'll Torch Change Pokemon. Yes, we'll get Falco out here. See what Weedle can do. Give Falco a chance. Poison Sting. Okay, that we can probably manage. We may have to use one of our new potions or something. Hopefully. In fact, let's do that now in case we get a poisoning and then it's too low to save because of the poisoning or something like that. Here we go. Falco getting the moves going. I tell you what, it's so much fun. You have to catch yourself at times. I think I talked about this a couple of episodes ago, but like, you know, being back in Gen 1 after, you know, so much. We're going to leave Falco in so we can get experience at least. Yeah, but we'll switch back out. So you got to catch yourself a little bit sometimes, but yeah, it's a lot of fun being back in Gen 1, and especially with like Pokemon Yellow where they've kind of updated the sprites a little bit. Like in Gen 1, so many of the sprites were like, what is that jumbled mess or whatever? And in here they based it more off the anime, and so it was a lot better in terms of recognizable. Now the back sprites are still all a little goofy, but that's not so much of an issue. It's just I love the old pixel art look, the 2-color tone thing. That's just, to me, I love this. Alright, how did everybody do there? We're doing good, looking good, feeling good. Let's jump in here. Shorts are comfy. Why don't you wear shorts? I love shorts. The youngster wants to battle. Oh yeah, this is before youngsters even had names and stuff like that. That's hilarious. Alright, so we'll get Fiver, getting that paralysis going. Red is fully paralyzed. Awesome. Let's do Fiver, or Rattata on Rattata here. Did Falco go up 2 levels? I guess he did, didn't he? Oh, that works. Quick attack. All these defense lowerings I'm not a big fan of. Whoo! Wow. Kalos hanging in there. We're level 11, attaboy. About to use Ekans. Will you switch? Yes. I'm gonna switch into Falco. Level 11 Ekans. Let's see what a Gust will do. Ooh, the wrap. Ooh, we gotta be careful with that. Okay, there he goes. Goes for the Poison Sting. Land that Gust. Alright, so we gotta get Falco out of here. Let's bring Cleopatra in. She will be at least maybe resistant to the poison. I don't know if poison types are immune to poisoning at this point. But as you saw there, it was not very effective at least. So hopefully Cleopatra can get out of this wrap here, or bind, or whichever it was, wrap, yeah. Can't move. And so like if Ekans continues to choose wrap, it just kills me forever. Now this next one, if he doesn't let up in like a turn here, we're gonna have to stop and heal. Alright. Cleopatra gets that. Cause yeah, he can just go forever. Which is not ideal, but yeah, some of that stuff in Gen 1 just a little bit broken. Come on, give me a chance, give me a chance. There we go, got the Leer. All we needed to get in there and kill Ekans, perfect! Awesome. Crush Grew level 13, Falcon Grew level 10, awesome. I don't believe it! Alrighty guys, I'm actually going to run back and heal real quick, and then I'm going to speed up here a little bit so we can get through some of these other route people, because I want to get to our catch for today on this route, and there's a lot of people to battle here, so we are going to speed through this last little section of trainers, at least till we get to some grass, and then we'll do our catch. So I'll see you guys back at normal speed in just a second. Alrighty guys, welcome back to normal speed here, and we have found our patch of grass here on Route 3 where we're going to be doing our encounter. And so what things do we need to be keeping in mind here? Let's see, no, well really, Fiverr's got a lead, we can't flee, and the Pokemon we catch here, fingers crossed at least, has to be a combination of 2 or more of the nicknames that you guys provided in the last episode. And you guys can feel free to provide more nicknames as time goes on, but that's going to be a very good start for us here. And unfortunately, it is the Pokemon I wanted the least, which is a Spearow, but that's alright. You can get like Jigglypuffs and stuff out here, can't you? I really would have preferred that, but that's alright. We'll grab Spearow here. Spearow's paralyzed, may not attack. Spearow's fully paralyzed. We do a quick attack here. Oh, with the critical hit! Yikes! That is not what I anticipated. Man, I really wanted to nickname a Pokemon here. Well, I guess next episode, the Pokemon that we catch in Mount Moon, that Pokemon will have to be named from your combination nicknames. I guess we'll get to that as we traverse Mount Moon next episode. Let's see, we've got, who wants it? Let's give it to Zoe. Cleopatra's got some higher levels there. We'll let Zoe have it. Whoa! Yikes! That Jigglypuff, though. Jigglypuff finished. Nice. Alright, I'll take it. Crit on the second hit. Not necessary, but I'll take it. Yikes! Look at the damage the thing just did to Zoe! Good lord! Oh man. Alright, well, let's head over here. This guy's out of Pokeballs, or he's gotta take a rest, but we're gonna head up here. I don't think there's any more encounters to be had, anything like that. Hey lady, you got anything for me? Ouch, Rocky Pokemon you! Alright, so we're gonna pop in here. We're gonna go ahead and heal up. Thank you guys so much for watching. I've been Tortimer the Great, and you guys have been great. I apologize that I accidentally killed our encounter there. I really didn't want a Spearow, but I wasn't trying to kill it either. I was gonna quick attack it and catch it, and then we'd name it. But yeah. So next episode, our catch in Mount Moon, which we're gonna tackle Mount Moon next episode. Obviously, that's gonna be a lengthy episode as it is. So next episode we'll do Mount Moon, and that encounter that we catch, hopefully in there, will be nicknamed by you guys. So thank you guys so much for watching. I've been Tortimer the Great, and you guys have been great. Make sure those likes, comments, subscriptions for me, guys, and I will see you all back here next time. Let me make sure real quick, actually. No, we're actually on Route 4 now. Is this still Route 3? Hold on. Yeah, this is Route 3. Okay, so wait, technically, we don't have another encounter we can do down there. That's still Route 3. But technically, Route 4, we do have to do a roll for. So let's quickly do that. I apologize for trying to end the episode. I was like, wait a second, are we somewhere new? So let's try that. Roll 29. Music stops in anticipation. Okay. Wow. So let me grab this real quick. And I apologize, guys. I have got to get these rolls in a Google Doc for you guys. I'm going to try and remember to do that this week. It probably won't happen, but I'm going to try and remember to do that. But Route 4, we rolled 29. Which states? Pick an evolvable Pokemon in your active party. That Pokemon may not evolve until the Elite Four. Okay, so this is another region-wide rule. Yikes. You're getting hit with a lot of region-wide rules here early on. And this is not a good time for us to not be able to evolve Pokemon, because they haven't evolved at all yet. So, pick an evolvable Pokemon in your active party. That Pokemon may not evolve until the Elite Four. If you have no evolvable Pokemon, free space. We do have a team full of evolvable Pokemon, though. So here, let's take a quick look. Where's my keys? There we are. Okay, so Fiber, I believe you can evolve Pikachu. I don't think it'll follow you anymore, but I'm pretty sure you can evolve this thing into Raichu. Kalis can evolve, Zoe can evolve, Cleopatra can evolve, and Falco can evolve. So we've got 5 Pokemon here who I believe can evolve. I could be wrong on the Pikachu thing, but we'll just kind of see. So we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It doesn't say I have to randomize it, but I guess I'd rather do that than be forced to pick myself. So we have 5 Pokemon on the party. Let's generate here. Number 4. Oh man, that's the one I wanted the least, because we're gonna get a Moonstone. We could get Nidorina, Nidoqueen really quick. So until that region-wide rule is wiped out, Cleopatra is not allowed to evolve. Ugh, that's horrible. And that's probably going to screw up a lot of our moves and stuff too, I would think, with her, unfortunately. Hopefully these region-wide moves get wiped out soon, but unfortunately, not today, sucker. So there we go. Cleopatra can no longer evolve until we hit the Elite Four, or until that region-wide rule has been removed. Yeah, yikes. Anyway, now I've been Tortimer the Great, and you guys have been great. Make sure those likes, comments, subscriptions for me, guys. I'll see you all back here next time on the next episode of Pokemon Yellow Dice Lock as we head through Mount Moon. See you then.